Hello, I'm Austin Eastwood, and this is International Algodoo League. Here are the standings of the league after one game. There's 15 games left, so being 0-1 isn't too bad, but another loss here would be troubling. This wasn't shown on the last broadcast, but here are the last game's 6 players of the matches. Here are the 6 showdowns we have today, including the main event, Lego Spiders vs. Los Angeles Owls. Here's the projected playoff bracket based on the one game each team has played. Hit the targets to score points for your team. These targets near the slide are worth 1 point. These bouncing ones are worth 2 points. The furthest ones are worth 3 points. These ones near the ground are worth 4 points. And finally, these ones that have a spinning blocker are worth 5 points. First off, the Phoenix Ostriches will take on the Sao Paulo Zebras. Sao Paulo lost to Houston last time, while the Ostriches fell short in overtime against the Turtles. Both teams are looking for their first win, only one will get it though. The Ostriches were in the lead-off game last time as well, but that didn't help them much. Because Sao Paulo lost 2-0 last time, Red becomes the first Zebra to score in team history. Phoenix is falling a bit behind, we'll see if they can catch up. Looks like they're fighting back. The Ostriches aren't just going to put their heads in the sand today. Sao Paulo has allowed the contest to get close again. Either team could win it. Less than 15 seconds left, and it's clear that every point matters in this one. A 4 or 5 pointer could be the difference between winning and... Oh wow, just as I say that, Prismarine scores a 5 pointer. That's going to have a huge impact on Phoenix's chances. And as time expires, it looks like Phoenix is going to win 77-74. Including the last 5 pointer, Prismarine scored a total of 29 for Phoenix and becomes player of the game. Following the Ostriches' victory, the Istanbul Hammerheads are going against the Sydney Snakes. The Hammerheads lost to the Rhinos last time, while Sydney lost in prime time to Lagos. Starting 0-2 would be a real disappointment. Let's find out whether it'll be the Hammerheads or Snakes who avoid that. Salmon and Navy become the first to score in their own team's histories. Not too many points scored in the beginning of this one. A quick 6 points for the Snakes right there by Navy and Raspberry. The Hammerheads are struggling a bit. Can Sydney hold on to this lead? The Istanbul has made it close now. This didn't end well for the Zebras when they were in the situation the Snakes find themselves in now. It's time for the home stretch. Which team will pull ahead of the other? Now is the time to push through and hit a couple more targets. Dark Green goes for a 3-pointer. It looks like Istanbul is going to leave here with a win. Good for them. The Hammerheads defeat the Snakes 77-69, and Dark Green's 24 points are enough to become player of the match. Even though it wasn't close, Navy is still going to feel bad for only putting up 12 points. If the words double doink mean anything to you, then this matchup between Chicago and Philadelphia will mean something to you as well. Chicago barely beat Phoenix last time, while Philadelphia lost to LA. As you can see, Philadelphia has a very cute logo. Cute doesn't win games, though. Diamond and Dark Gray scored a goal each for Chicago in the overtime win last game. Orange just became the first player to score in SEAL history. Philadelphia is falling a little behind Chicago. We've already seen a couple comebacks, though, so the Turtles shouldn't get complacent. The Seals are making a push toward making this game close. Chicago has allowed themselves to fall behind. This event is really proving that it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Can Philadelphia hold on to this lead? This really isn't looking so good for the Turtles. I think it's safe to say that at this point both teams are 1-1 at this point. Good job, Seals. Whoa! That did not just happen! The Chicago Turtles win with a last-second 5-pointer. Dog makes the winning shot. Good dog. An unbelievable turn of events here. Both teams made comebacks in a way. Dog made the game-winning play, but it's Maroons 27 that earned player of the match in this one-point game. The Turtles are 2-0, with both games being very close. Up next, the Rhinos are against the Clownfish. Mexico City beat Istanbul thanks to Blue's goal last time, while Tokyo lost to New York 2-0. Mexico City versus Tokyo. Who's going to get the victory, and who will have to taste defeat? A few people mentioned their favorite team in the comments last time, and one of those comments was in favor of the Rhinos. Lime has become the first Clownfish to score in team history, and this match seems pretty close so far. Mexico City and Tokyo are pretty much neck and neck. This one could come down to the wire. Whoa, what a play by Light Pink! That could be the difference between a win and a loss for Tokyo. It's Mexico City with a bit of a lead, though, as we enter crunch time. The Rhinos with a big lead now. Can the Clownfish close the gap in the final seconds? Tokyo is making it a little close. Mexico City needs to keep their foot on the gas if they want to preserve this lead. Whoa! The Rhinos win by just 1 point. Incredible! Each individual Clownfish pulled their weight, but it wasn't good enough to beat the Rhinos, who were led by Baby Green's 25 points. 25 is enough for player of the match. The Parrots and Frogs both won last time against the Zebras and Clownfish, respectively. One of them will continue their hot start. Houston and New York. One of them will become 2-0. The other one goes down to 1-1. The Parrots are off to a decent start. Rainbow goes for the three-pointer and makes it. New York leads by 5. The Parrots are now falling behind. Can the Frogs keep it up? Wood goes for a Houston four-pointer but misses. In a lot of these matches, it's been only a handful of points separating win from loss. You need to choose your shots wisely. Every point matters. Houston is still down big, and the Parrots need to make a push. Cyan goes for a three-pointer and makes it for Houston. Looks like Rainbow is going for a five-pointer. Instead, they gotta settle for one, but it looks like New York will win all the same. Frogs win by 11. New York won this game 79-68, and Rainbow's 26 points were good enough to win player of the match. In tonight's main event, the Lego Spiders and Los Angeles Owls will be fighting for a win. The lights are on, and the Lego Spiders and Los Angeles Owls will give it their all in the next 100 seconds. Spiders won last round in the final game of the day. Can they do it again? Spiders have a slight lead so far. LA's No was player of the round last time for scoring a goal and pushing a teammate into another in a 2-0 victory. Halfway through now, and both teams are pushing themselves to their limits. 20 seconds left, and Legos has a great lead now. The Owls aren't going down easy, though. They're gonna keep putting up a fight. No goes for the five-pointer and gets it. Can the Spiders hold on to the lead in the final seconds? Oh, Plant was so close to another five-pointer. That's a real disappointment for Los Angeles. And that looks like the end. The Lego Spiders win this one. What a letdown for the Los Angeles Owls. No's 31 points would have been enough for player of the match, but their team lost 68-65, so the award goes to Cream. Plant only scored 7 points and also missed a potentially game-winning five-pointer. We'll see if they're able to recover next time. New York, Legos, Chicago, and Mexico City are all 2-0, while Philadelphia, Tokyo, Sao Paulo, and Sydney are 0-2. Istanbul, Phoenix, Los Angeles, and Houston are now 1-1, and it's anyone's guess as to whether or not their seasons will be good. Here are today's players of the matches, including Phoenix's Prismarine earning player of the round. Here are next time's matches, beginning with Houston versus Sydney, and ending with a Spiders versus Hammerheads showdown. And finally, we'll leave off with what the bracket would look like if the season ended today. Of course, there are 14 more games, and those with the same record would compete in a tiebreaker, but nonetheless, here's the bracket. That's gonna do it for this broadcast. Be sure to tune in April 5 for the next one. I'm Austin Eastwood. Have a good rest of your day.